Hey everyone, it's Sprout and welcome back to the channel. Got you another Arena Breakout video for today. Now, as you may very well be aware, if I did mention it in yesterday's video, that it is a new season on Arena Breakout and they have wiped absolutely everything except the accounts, the account levels, etc. However, they got rid of all our storage and stuff, but the game did see fit to give her all this free stuff, and I'm absolutely buzzing with all these guns and equipment and stuff, so it did set us in good stead for the first game back of this wipe. However, before we get into today's video, guys, obviously, you know, I supercut a lot of my gameplay into these sort of videos. I commentate through the videos and stuff, and I leave out all the in-between bits, like the managing your inventory, the quest lines and stuff like that, and I don't bother to translate anything because, to tell you the truth, it's quite a lot of work goes into these sort of videos as well as translating and stuff. However, I do recommend you go check out Ehaz's channel. It's a good friend of mine, also on my Discord server. He goes into a lot more depth in his videos of Arena Breakout as well as many other games, so make sure you do check out his channel. I have linked it in the description. Like I say, he goes into a lot more depth, he translates things and shows what the game's about a bit more than I do. Without further ado, guys, we're going to get into today's video. This is the first game as of the wipe today. I went in with an AK-74, quite a big backpack, and to tell you the truth, it was quite a quiet game until towards the end. So here's what happened. Right, so guys, like I say, it was a very uneventful game. I've skipped through a lot of the looting at the start there. I didn't really see anyone until I started to come up to this point of the game where this is usually quite a lot of people in it. What is it? I found one scavenger there. Took us by surprise a little bit, didn't expect him to be standing there, and did just quick, you know, headshot him there because he had one of them stupid weird helmets on that don't really cover the face. As you know, one shot kill to the head if you do hit them in the head. If they've got like a full helmet on, it doesn't really like happen that way, but you can just literally pop them in one go, and it's just saves a lot of time and a lot of effort. So that was that. Now, obviously, I always check my ammos plenty in my magazines. I don't really know what it says, but as long as I can see a bullet in the magazine, I know it's got enough. Now, there's usually a couple of scavengers spawn around here, but thankfully it was just the one. And I know there's a med kit here, so of course I'm going to check this to see what's inside. Pretty sure it had, yeah, the med kit. I found a med kit. These are like a full heal sort of thing. They can help you with lost limbs and stuff like that. So we'll move on to the next bit now. So guys, we're leading up to this bit now where I heard some gunshots, so I decided to go check it out. Obviously being stealthy with me little crouch going here. And I noticed the scavenger sort of looking at us, so quickly take him out with a couple of shots. They're not very well armoured around here. If you go into the high tier loot zones, they've usually got quite a decent bit of armour on, take a couple more bullets. But ones like this, you know, you can just gun down in a couple of seconds. But I was hearing quite a lot of gunfire, so I was trying to be a bit more cautious of how much I pushed up. That's why I'm not constantly looting, because I figured there must be like a player around this area, just sort of like hiding around, taking shots at scavengers and stuff, but I couldn't see anyone, so obviously you can have a look at this guy, see what he's got. Take his pistol, always handy to have a sidearm, even if it's like a different primary one. I'm just making sure that I'm not getting spotted here, because people can literally headshot you, even with a pistol. A pistol can one-shot you if you hit in the right place, so you have to be careful with that sort of thing. I'm going to take his med pack, and I'm going to take his juice, because sometimes you start to like get hungry or thirsty and it really debilitates you in the game. You not really see it happen to me much because I do tend to like pick it up and take it if I need to, but it slows you right down and then eventually it starts to hurt you and stuff, so it pays to pick them up occasionally. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep creeping over this way just to see if I can see, because if you see that little blockade ahead, there's usually 2 or 3 scavengers on that blockade or around it, and that's what's shooting. So I'm assuming they must be shooting at a player, because they don't just shoot each other for no reason. They'll not shoot a scavenger player unless they're shot at. So generally if they're shooting at a player. So there's one there. Just take him out at range. Better to do it at range, because obviously the closer you are, the more accurate they are, the more damage they can do to you in a matter of seconds, literally, depending on what gun they're using. So if you can take them out, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So I'm getting shot at. I'm getting to cover. I'm not really visible of who is shooting at us here. So what I'll do is I'll go around the other side, try and get a better view of the situation. And this is when I notice that there is, in fact, 2 scavengers on that little bridge, as you saw them there. And it's a perfect time, I think, to use the grenade I found. I don't often get grenade kills, but I'll go eat that scavengers. And let's see if I can manage to take both of them out. 2 crates, got them both for the grenade champion. And so I'm going to loot this one, see what he's got. Usually they don't really have much in the lines of gear, but sometimes they've got like little things you can pick off them, or meds and stuff in their rigs you can just take and, you know, have more of. Because obviously quite handy to have more meds. There's some bandages, you see, so quite happily take that bandage, because you can walk into barbed wire on this game and it makes you bleed. It's very irritating at times. So what I want to do is, this is very exposed, I'm going to crawl up to these 2 crates and try and loot them. Now, the we're shooting at someone, chances are the little houses in front of us, that's where the person's going to be, because there's a spawn on the right hand side of the map, and that usually leads you to that area, so you have to be careful of people coming. So I'm cautiously looting these people to make sure they haven't got anything worth picking up before I move ahead. Obviously the first guy didn't have anything. This guy's got a pistol. I'm not really bothered about pistols. I've got plenty of pistols in my stash back in the lobby. Now I can hear movement. I'm not really sure where it's coming from, so I'm making sure I can see. There's another scavenger. Take him out with a quick headshot. Now he was standing still, he wasn't shooting at anyone, so I'm going to assume there's no players in the area. But obviously I'm still going to be cautious just in case. Just quickly check around before I go loot this guy to see if he's got anything decent. So guys, after quickly checking the area, there was nobody there, but I did hear gunshots over this wall. I'm going to use this to climb over, and that's when I noticed the player. Look at him there. He's trying to get away, but, you know, you have to go all out. When you see a player that's geared, got a decent gun, you have to go all out. You just lay into them. Don't give them a chance. I'm reloading my gun because I've used the same magazine for the whole game now, and it's probably going to be low. So I'm reloading just in case he is in a trio, because you kill one, their teammates are like, oh, there must be a player there, or something that's strong enough to kill me, mate. Let's go over and see what's happened. So this is why I'm sort of checking around the area before I go loot. I don't want to go... He was in a very exposed position. That's how I took him down very easily from where I was. And I don't want to just go loot this guy and just get shot, you know what I mean? So I'm being as cautious as possible, excuse me, before I go see what he's got. So I'm going to be quickly looting here, having a look in, and then quickly moving, looking around myself. And I'm constantly listening and watching the things at the top. He's got a shotgun, he's got a decent sized backpack, and he's got obviously a dog tag that I'm going to take off him any minute now. When I heard the gunshots, I'm just making sure they're not looking at me. There is shots over there in that little gap. I'm not sure if it's a player or a scavenger, I can't tell from here, but I'm not going to push over that little opening to then be heard and shot at. So I'll wait until they come to me, more or less, if they want to come anyway. Now, I forgot the key, because it's in Chinese, how to make bags littler, and I forget you can only do it when they're empty. I'm getting shot here. I can't see them, but they can see me. Somewhere here, get a better angle. There he is. Take that guy out. Easy as that. Now let's go see if it was a player or not. After I loot this one. Now, I'll look in his backpack, because you can't fold. You can fold backpacks to make them small, but you can't do it if there's anything in them. Checking what's in. I'm not really bothered about one of them. And I don't tell you the truth, I don't really need the backpack. I've got loads of backpacks. You did see at the start of the video what they gave were in the wipes, so I've got plenty of stuff to live off for now. I'm checking that gap over there before I start moving over this way. You can see the crate now. It was a scab, but someone else just took a shot at us right in the arm and made me arm raid. So I'm not going to pop my head up and get killed. I'm going to heal before I do any of that crap. You know, I don't want to get killed straight away, but I do want to try and figure out who shot it is. But what most people are doing in this scenario, right, they've got shot at, they'll charge into the gap and try and kill whoever it is. That's not my playstyle. I will literally wait for people to come to me. I'm going to check this scavenger for stuff and see if this guy's going to push us, because I don't know if it's an NPC or a player, and if it's a player, they're obviously going to be paying attention to me pushing their position. That's why they're waiting back. There's a double bandage, I'll have that. Might come in handy. So I've got time to loot. I'm in quite a decent amount of cover here, and that's why I'm waiting. But I can see the movement at the top of the screen there. I know he's sitting waiting on the corner for us to like come out. There he is. He got impatient before I did. As you can see, White Creators was a player. I was in a much better position than he was to gun him down there, and that's all it takes at times, just a little bit of patience just to wait for them. Now I didn't notice that guy at the opening to me right when I went to loot this guy, but thankfully for me, just take a shot at us. He only had a pistol. There he is over there. And I think when he shot at us and I shot back, he might have just crapped himself a little bit, decided to run away. But since I know he's just got a pistol, I had a good look at him. He hasn't got any armour on. I'm just going to push him and finish him off before he gets a chance to throw a grenade at us or something. Don't know what he's got, but yeah. That's a stupid mistake you can make in games like this. If you don't get the headshot with a pistol and the guy's pretty decently geared, you're going to get tucked down. So he's got toilet roll that he used to crap yourself, dog tag and a pistol in the mag. He's obviously been doing this to a lot of players. You know, post-wipe, he's got lots of good gear and he's lost it all. Now he's doing pistol runs to try and make up his gear. I thought he would try and get an easy kill on me, but it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Now, I'm going to loot this guy. Someone else is coming. Thankfully that was a scav and it wasn't paying attention. Obviously it's NPC, it's not going to pay much attention. It was running away, running past for cover and didn't really get the chance to get on us. Now there's another dog tag, I'll take that. Have a look in this bag, see what there is. Someone else is shooting. You can see them moving in the background over there. I'm very close to the extraction point here, guys. That's why there's a lot of people sort of running around. Just reload my gun there, make sure I've got plenty of ammo in, because I don't know what sort of player this is going to be. I don't know how much gear he's going to have. But let's use the cover, get a bit closer, see if I can take this guy out. Here he comes. Panicked a little bit there, to be honest with you. And there's him dead. Also a player. You'll find on this game, as well as Lost Light and stuff like that people do camp the extraction points, but they're usually quite under-geared like this guy was. He did have a fireman's helmet on for some reason, but whatever. Take his dog tag as well. Check what he's got. He's probably just got SKS ammo though, but it's always worth to check his rig just to see what he's got in it. Just making sure, because I can hear things, movement, etc. I'm just making sure there's no one coming. I'm checking my pistol because I know my AK is low on ammo now. Making sure my pistol's got stuff in the chamber. I don't want to get ambushed. You can see the red smoke over there, that's the extraction point, that's where I'm headed. So, quick check here, and then I'm just going to go escape. So I took the gun off that scav, this sort of single shot one, and I noticed this head and I wasn't sure what it was at first, so I thought I might as well shoot and see what happens. A little bit of grey spray of blood there. It was a scavenger and it wasn't paying attention, hadn't really seen us properly, so that was the last kill of the run, guys. So that was it. That very successful run for the first one back after the wipe. Very happy with all the stuff I managed to collect. But guys, if you've enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. All I'm doing now is just checking the area for any campers before I escape. And if you do as a massive favor, do make sure you check out Eha's channel that I mentioned at the start of the video. It is linked in the description, as well as my Discord server. You can jump on there. Make sure you follow us on my socials as well. Why not? But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.